Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to build an automatic mud farm for your Minecraft world. This design uses droppers to drop dirt to the player while the dispensers turn the dirt into mud with water bottles. Before we get into the tutorial, these are some of the resources that you will be required to use to build this mud farm. To kickstart this tutorial off, we're going to start by placing a double chest just like this, followed up by a hopper on top. We can now go ahead and place a piece of glass to the left, and this will allow us to open the chest still. With our temporary blocks, we're going to place 2 blocks on top of each other right here, and then we're going to place a redstone repeater facing this way, set to 1 tick. We can now go ahead and place another block here, followed up by a redstone torch. To the left of this repeater, we're going to place 1 more building block, and then we're going to place another one out, and then another one out from here, and then place 1 up and destroy these 2 right here. We can now go ahead and place another repeater facing this direction and jump back on top of our pillar. For the last step, we're going to place our redstone torch right here. If you've done everything correctly, you should notice this on the first redstone repeater. Now that you notice that, we can go ahead and remove this redstone torch right here. We're now going to come over to the face of the farm, and we're going to place a dispenser on top facing this way. We can now place a temporary block beside this hopper and then place another dispenser facing this way. So you want to have both dispensers opposing each other. So this one will face this way and the other one will face the opposite. We can now remove this dirt block. Now coming around to the rear of the farm, we're going to place a hopper facing into that dispenser. We can now go ahead and fill this entire dispenser with glass bottles. Now that this dispenser is filled with glass bottles, we're going to turn to the right and fill this hopper all the way up as well, leaving a quarter stack in the very last bit. Don't fill this up with a full stack. Make sure you have 16 as the last. We're now going to get our water in place, so we're going to go ahead and place a building block right here, followed up by a temporary block there. We can now grab another building block, place it here, and another one here, here, and here. So we want this to be 3 blocks high, so we might as well make this one the same. We can now go ahead and place 3 trapdoors on top of each other and open them up. We now want to turn around and place a hopper facing into this dispenser right here. So as you can see, this hopper is hooked up to this dispenser, as that little area right there is leading into the dispenser. We can now go ahead and place a building block here, here, a temporary block there, and then another building block right there. We now want to remove this dirt block right here and grab our 3 water buckets and place 3 water buckets on top of each other, all where the trapdoors are. The 3rd bucket should have the water flowing in towards the hopper. We're now going to work on the area which will drop dirt to the player so he can continually turn the dirt into mud. So we're now going to place a dropper right here, followed up by a hopper facing this direction, and then another chest on top of that. We won't be able to open this chest, so we will have to remove this block right here and then place a glass block instead. This will allow us to place all our items that we need into this chest. The last thing to do with this step is to place a redstone dust on top of the dropper. Just like that. We can also remove this dirt block down here. And the last remaining step is to place some building blocks in a line so we can step up and start placing our dirt and turn it into mud. So now that we have a place to put our dirt into, we're going to go ahead and fill this dropper up with dirt. If you have more dirt, you can fill this entire chest and hopper up for the maximum reward. Now the last remaining step to do with the farm is we're going to pillar up 2 blocks, jump on top right here, place a temporary block there, and then place 2 deep slate bricks on top of that. What this does is it stops the water bottles from escaping the area. So we're going to go ahead, remove this temporary block, and jump down, remove these 2 temporary blocks, and then place another building block on top so we can place our dirt and start transforming it into mud. Now to get this farm operational, we're going to press F on the dirt and put it into our offhand. The way this farm works is you place dirt right here, harvest the dirt, and then keep placing the dirt while harvesting, and as you can see, we're turning the dirt into mud. So this farm is completely automatic. If you have a keybind, you can simply set the keybind to auto click, and then what you can do is leave your computer and it will continue harvest mud. I highly recommend using an Unbreaking 3 shovel. As you can see, our durability on our iron shovel is going down quite quickly. Using an Unbreaking 3 shovel will allow us to stand here for a longer period of time without having to heal our shovel. For the first use of this farm, you will notice that the first 5 or 6 dirt blocks will stay dirt while the water bottles get into this area right here. Once that has been cleared up, you should be right to continually harvest mud, and you will see that you will reap the rewards. So after 1 minute of standing here mining mud, we've received 2.5 stacks. So that goes to show you don't need to go ahead and find yourself a mangrove and just devastate it. You can simply set up this little contraption and harvest mud in no time. Assuming you have the dirt to spare, of course. So that is how you build an automatic mud farm in Minecraft. If you found this video useful, it would mean a lot to me if you could leave a like on the video, and if you want to see more videos just like this one, be sure to subscribe. So thank you so much for tuning into this video. A special thanks to my Patreons, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!